What's up there, everybody? I hope you're having a great one. Exciting news just broke at the Summer Games Fest, and it is the Season 3 characters. Now, we just got Elena 2 days ago. She is the last character for Season 2, and Summer Game Fest, right around the corner from that, released that we are now going to have our Season 3 characters, Sagat in the summer, Viper in the fall, Alex early spring, Ingrid late spring. She is the last character of the Season 3 character pass. So let's watch the video together, and then we are going to see what's going on and give it our thoughts and everything.
Let's rumble. Alice. Viper. Ingrid. Oh. That was crazy. Sagat. Street Fighter 6.
Unbelievable. So, setting things off right away is Kenny Omega. And the interesting thing about Kenny is, just in general, Kenny is a huge fighting game fan. He wrestled, he's Canadian, and wrestled, everywhere in North America, was brought on by New Japan to wrestle over there, and made a huge name for himself in Japan, and would visit the arcades there. He and the wrestlers there were he came to CEO. Oh boy, I can actually show you guys some cool stuff I just remembered right now. So he came to CEO and was having a great time, right? And was there with Austin Creed also. And I got to meet them, and everybody got to meet them, and they were just great guys. Great guys. And actually, give me a second here. Let me see if I can pull something up. Wait 1 second. We're going to put on this real quick. See if I can try to find it. be in this. There it is. So this is from that tournament. Okay. So here we are. This is Kenny, clearly. But, so this is from the tournament. And this is how funny it is, right? So this was Sunday morning, before the top 8s were getting ready to start. And everybody's just hanging out. And Kenny was saying, oh man, because Daigo lived in a different section of Japan. And he said, man, I really, I want to meet Daigo. I said, really? And he was standing, about 10, 15 feet away. So I went and I got Daigo by the arm. I was like, hey, come here real quick. And then we all got this picture here together. It was really good. It was a good time. And this was right before the top 8 started. For this, maybe this was CEO 2016, but it was a little while ago. Everybody had a really good time. It was a good time. It was very fun. So he's been competing in fighting games and playing in fighting games and doing this for a really long time. And as time has gone on, Alex ended up getting the venue in Daytona and brought over a bunch of wrestlers to have a special event there, and it was really something. It was really amazing. Since then, I remember Kenny also did a special at a Capcom Cup Finals, and it was the finals before COVID, and he did a great job being the introducer MC person for it. He was very, very good. And then time goes on and everything. He ends up coming over here. He's involved and has his his profession, in wrestling and everything, AEW, everything over here. Now he still has a very strong ties to Street Fighter with fighting games in general, and his buddies with Austin. They had a special event about a month or 2 months ago, and I'm really happy for him because he's a good guy. He's a really nice guy. He's a good guy, and I'm happy, that this is all, and he's doing fun stuff too. I mean, this is exciting. And you know what? He would have fun with it and get into it and just be such a good part for it. He's just the perfect person for all of this. Yeah. Got you back into wrestling there. Yeah, he's in shape there for sure. So let's keep going forward here.
Let's rumble.
So the funny thing is, we would all say, Kenny's the perfect Alex, seriously. And the fact that I bet this was the main reason why they said, we're going to have Kenny be a part of this. Because, he loves Alex, he loves playing Alex and everything, and he basically, he embodies Alex, Alex embodies him. It's perfect. It's a perfect fit. And then I bet the rest of it just followed suit, It's really cool. Who would have thought? I mean, it's just very cool. Oh, he's going, man, this is crazy. I'm seeing stuff in the mirror. I thought this was so well done. You know, very, very cool. Very cool. And I don't know, whoever made this wig, that's really well done. That's really, really well done. Really well done. The bangs. This is hard to do. This is hard to do. Because that's all individual hairs. They have it gelled in a certain way, or they have some sort of a product on it to lock it. And you can tell, you know, this cap is separate from the top part, which is, you know, wrapped and then, you know, adhered down. That's really well done. Very good. Now you notice that sound is Ryu's sound from a blade kick. I'm 99.9% sure that is Ryu's blade kick. What else past that? And the reason why would be no one's either they're still recording the voice actors and actresses, or they don't want any of it to come out yet. I respect that, so that's fine. Oh my god, this mirror's crazy too. You know, when he's Ingrid, he looks kind of like, you know, sassy. That's funny. The purple works, I'm not gonna lie. Very nice. This is really well done. I like how, you know, with Viper he's trying to be more serious, and then with Ingrid he's, you know, more cheesy. I like cheese. It's very well done. I like it. It's like, wow, this is crazy. No way. Very nice. Really well done. Really, really, really well done. I mean, this is such a big boost for so many different things. It's a boost for Capcom, it's a boost for Street Fighter, it's a boost for fighting games, it's a boost for cosplay, it's a boost for Kenny. To be honest, it's a boost for people wearing whatever they want to wear, you know? And I like it. I like it. I think the whole thing works, and it's cute, and it's funny, and it's got a lot of personality, and everybody, well, so this is what's so ironic about it, and we'll see further on. There's going to be Sagat footage in there, but it is going to be brief, because it's a surprise, right? But the key is that the other announcements and things had, you know, oh, and a boost for wrestling, had, you know, all kinds of, you know, stuff. This is a cute, choreographed, almost Saturday Night Live fun kind of thing. And it kept your attention. And it wasn't that long. It's 1:48. And I'll tell you what, people are going to go, the game that's, you know, the fighting game with Kenny Omega, the Street Fighter game with Kenny Omega, instead of all, you know, all the other stuff. It keeps your attention. It was really well done. I really like this. So this is the official art for these characters coming into Street Fighter 6. So Sagat is first in the summertime, Viper is second, Alex is third, early spring, and Ingrid is last in late fall. And in my opinion, we can go over their outfits and everything a little in a minute. Yeah, Kenny for Street Fighter 6. Yeah, he'd do really well. Look at that. Very nice. So, let's take a look at these characters real quick and go over everything that we see and know so far, right? We're going to go over the look and background of Sagat first. So Sagat here is the first character, the summer character, and he's the original Street Fighter 1 boss. He's unplayable, and he's very, very good, and he is in Street Fighter 2 and is very, very good. Tiger Uppercut, fantastic anti-air. Tiger Knee, fantastic long-range tool, in addition to high and low Tiger Shots, which are very, very good projectiles. He's a strong character, was considered one of the, and I looked this up because I remember back in the day, Sagat, Claw, and Boxer were called divas, and they were called divas back in the day, and that's a Japanese term, and it can be translated in different ways, but it basically means the kings, the guardians, basically the ones that you get through, right? And then the final character was Dictator, M. Bison. So Sagat is Muay Thai. He wears his Muay Thai shorts, his boxing shorts. He has a large scar across his chest from Ryu. And in more recent games, he is, basically sort of wandering, and he is a good person now. He's a good person. We can see that he is wearing a cape, and it's a tiger cape. Is it, and it's a pelt. Is it the tiger that he had in Street Fighter 5? I don't know. But he does have this tiger pelt on. He has wraps on his arms, and he has his belt and everything here. So he looks very, very, very good. The way that this cape pelt is tied, it doesn't show that it's something that was made, wasn't made by a sewing machine, wasn't made by, something to show that it's a, I don't know how to say this. It doesn't show that it was made, say, like Viper or Ingrid's clothes. It's more hand done. Ironically, it's a tiger, which is insanely rare, but it shows a more down-to-earth type of feel to it, kind of like Ryu's, to be honest. But ironically, too, with Akuma with the wolf pelt, and wolves being considered good and a little bit of bad in Japan, and protectors and everything else. The tigers in Japan are also considered sacred, so that may be the reason why he has the pelt on. Now, if you look at Viper here, very interesting. She still has her glasses. still has basically a shirt that is, more open here, and then her trench coat going around it, but instead of it being a charcoal gray, it's white, and she is now donning a skirt here instead of slacks. And Viper, oh, and of course her gloves with the metal knuckles there. She is an agent in Street Fighter 4. That was her first game. That was her only game. And she has the ability to do seismos on the ground to basically lock you down. She has a super jump. She has a flame kick. She has an electric knuckle. And she was extremely rushed down character. She could put you into a situation. I remember if you're playing against Vipers, the key is you have to be on top of her head. Just to try to constantly be on top of her head. But she's also, a fan favorite, so she's back. We've got Alex for early spring. And Alex is from Street Fighter 3 New Generation. His friend Tom was basically completely beat up and put into a bad way by the Illuminati's Gil. Gil and Urian, who are in the Illuminati in the Street Fighter 3 franchise, have ties to Marisa, who is in Street Fighter 6 and introduced into Street Fighter 6. So if Alex is in here, there's a chance we may see Gil or Urian at some point. Alex is a brawler, grappler type. He's got a very good mid-range, and he has good pokes. He's good at whiff punishing and has armor built in. The last character is Ingrid. I have to say, and here with Alex, well, the interesting thing about, real quick, just to say about Viper is, I like the fact how they're making her hair look like on the sides it's pulled back. On the top, it looks like she has a long mohawk going, and her hair looks wavy. So I think it looks very good. I think it looks very nice, and we'll have to see what the rest of her hair looks like, but here it's all pulled back. The top is loose, and we'll have to see how it is. Alex, considering he's in New York and everything, he has a leather vest on here with some shearling around the top, and he has a beanie on, so he looks really good. So here's Ingrid. Ingrid was initially from the canceled Capcom Fighters All-Stars game. And she then was brought into Capcom Fighters Evolution. But she's unplayable. So then from that, she went into Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max as a playable character. She's considered a character that's extremely powerful from outer space, and she's very good, and she can manipulate reality. And she has a lot of moves and strengths that involve the sun and the moon and the stars and astral objects, right? So I really like the fact that she has this little tiny book. I think that's very cool. And I just like her outfit in general. I really like, and I don't know why it is, I like these two things that they have on the side of her head. I just think it's cool. Gives her some cool personality there. I'm really going to be interested to see, she still has this this cape and everything, cute little dress, cute little shoes with a little bit of a block heel on them, and looks like she has embroidery all over all of this, and her little book there. What else? She is good, and she can sense, and she does not like evil, right? So she and Bison were going back and forth. Technically, people say she is the opposite of Psycho Power. The interesting thing is I kind of feel that Ingrid is, even though Psycho Power is a big thing, especially Bison, she's much more powerful and bigger than Bison is. I mean, unless Ingrid would be considered the Resistance, and say Bison would be considered the Empire. Then I could sort of see the two energies back and forth that way. But in a general sense, Ingrid is stronger than Bison is. What I think is going to happen is this. I think that season 3 is going to start off. We're going to have these characters go through. Bison is going to get his memories back, and he's going to start bisoning again. And season 4 is going to come out, and I think G is going to be there. Because what I think is going to happen is G is going to come back into the game. He wants to be the president of the universe, and he is more on the side of evil, right? And I think Ingrid's going to be there and say, hey, everybody, we all have to fight as a unit against G together. And then Bison, I'm thinking, is going to have to say, okay, I'm going to fight with everybody else. Or what's he going to do? Join G. And the problem with Bison is that I don't see Bison joining anybody, because he does whatever he wants to do, even if it's, on a horse on his own, doing whatever, right? So I don't see Bison going with G. But at the same time, if he thinks he can try to throw over everything with Ingrid, then still have free will to do whatever he wants, he might. So he might do that instead. So I think next season it's going to be G, either Balrog, or either Boxer or Claw, and then maybe a new character? I don't know. Sakura. Mother in Street Fighter. Yes. Yeah. Viper is also mom. Yes. A great lineup. Good night. It was good seeing you. There. Yeah, I think I really liked how they filmed it, to be honest. I thought they did a good job. Okay, now, there you go. And that is your regular old tiger shot right there, huh? That is something. That's old Sagat right there. Look at that. Of course, Ryu is a little close. That's a hard jump right there. That's a hard jump. That's a crouch. Look at the recovery at the end of that tiger shot. And he was ready to do a tiger uppercut right away. That's something. Boy, Ryu's not here. This is Ryu's bad day. Oh. They show all the stripes in the background and fire. You know, they show the beginning of Sagat's level 3, but then they don't show the rest of it, you know? Oh my goodness. What? He's so angry. Very nice. His background looks fantastic. I think it's really well done. You know, it's a great stage to represent Thailand. I love how we have the statue here in the background, and the detail in this top is just really well done. It's all 3D and real pretty. Whoops, it's too fast. Very nice. All the different buildings in the background. Kids playing like hot hands. Lots of flags. He must have a necklace. Yeah. That's interesting. Very nice. See, they made him look a little older. He is a little older at this point. Very nice. Yeah, he looks great. Oh, or that could be his rope there. Very good. Hi there. What's up? What's up there? So does anybody have anything they want to add to this? Anything that they're, you know, particularly excited about or interested in? It's a lot of things at once, right? A lot of very, very, very fun announcements and good things. Very, very good things. Just, very good things. You know, the funny part of all of this is I didn't think that we were going to see a reveal this soon. I thought they were going to wait until after Evo or something like that, but no, it was very, very quick. And it's great. It's just really well done. Sagat and Viper, absolutely. Maybe, yeah, we could see... You know what? I mean, to be honest, we might have Sagat playable at Evo. Because think about Rashid. You know, Rashid came out a couple of weeks before Evo. It is possible we could have Sagat before the beginning of August time. And, I mean, I think we could definitely see it. Now, a lot of work has also gone into Resident Evil You know, a Resident Evil Requiem, and you know, that's looking very, very promising. Yeah, so we'll just have to see. I'm excited. I'm excited for sure. I can't wait. I can't wait to see more. Let's see how old Sagat is in Street Fighter 6. That's what the real question is. He's going to be up there. I'm going to make a guess. I'm going to say I think he's about 60. Oh, really? Wait a minute here. That doesn't make any sense. Wait a second here. Huh. That's 2023 then. Okay, so Akuma. Oh, wait a minute here. Yeah. Okay, so Akuma's supposed to be early mid 50s years old, which I think he's a little older, but they're saying that he's early to mid 50s. Now, if he's early to mid 50s, that doesn't make any sense though. Yeah, no, this can't be right. This is wrong. Because they're saying Akuma's early to mid 50s, and then they're saying that Ryu's 58. And that's not possible. Well, actually, that makes sense. Let's see here. So if we do Ryu's age. Huh. Okay, but they're going by the actual birth date. Because Ryu was born on July 1964. That's why. So generations. The only thing we know is that Sagat is, I think, roughly 9 years younger than Akuma. And Akuma is old enough to be Ryu's dad. So Yeah, yeah. It's a mixture of sites going from the actual arcade, like years. But here we go. This might be it. Yeah, I mean, they're saying he's 58. And Chun-Li's 55. That's interesting. So then that would mean Akuma would be roughly maybe late 60s, early 70s, and then I think Sagat would be around late 60s. Very good there. Was anybody have anything that they want to add to this? No. I'm basically going to give everybody new bodies and reset everything. That's right. Yeah, he'll have them. He'll have them all grown in the lab. Tiger knee. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, let me tell you something. How about Drive Rush Tiger knee? You wait. Drive Rush Tiger knee? I'm telling you. His fireball game in ST can be pretty impressive. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Hey, I'm telling you, modern's interesting. Modern's an interesting option if you want to try it. Yeah. All right. Well, what we're going to do is I'm going to open up a lobby. So we are going to Churning Butter, Modern Characters, Learn the Game with Lily. To be honest, I have a friend that is a pro player that plays and has won and placed very high in Guilty Gear series, Marvel series, and Street Fighter. And when Street Fighter 6 came out, and he only plays big bodies, he picked Zangief and played modern Zangief because he believes that character and the way that, he is, the modern really helps him out. And he did very, very well at DreamHack for the first competition. What I would say is learn modern Geef. He can really hold his own in modern. And then try, you could try Shoto. They've buffed Ryu quite a lot. He's doing very well. So you could learn Ryu, and then that way you have a great anti-air and reversal with your uppercut. You've got really good fireballs, and he does damage, right? He does a lot of damage. You could play Ryu. Ken's doing really well. Akuma's doing really well. But it's up to you. I would pick a Shoto, and I would pick Geef, and I think you'd like it. Yeah, Marisa. Honda, absolutely. Honda is insane for modern if you're very good with your reactions. You can headbutt until the cows come home, and it'll eat up everybody's resources. You can do, if you're able to stagger your butt slams, you can do them and get away with them. He has got a command grab. He gets pressure, moving forward pressure with his hands. He's a good option too. Yeah. Yeah, a couple options there. Maurice is good because of her. She can be, in some senses, she can be a little forgiving with her armor, but more people that know the Maurice matchup, her anti-airs have a little bit of a hard time, and her ankles have a hard time. But she does have some very good armor. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to put the game on there, everybody. I hope you guys had a great time with Street Fighter 6. Oh, there's Rory. Hey there. What's up? What's up? How are you? Okay, we're going to put 6 on. I'm going to open up a room. Anybody can join in. Please feel free. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.